Bundanoon, in the southern highlands of New South Wales, is the home of the first town in the world to go bottled water free. It's also hosting, for the 6th year in a row, the Highland Fling, a 2-day event which is now one of the biggest mountain bike events in the country. The Highland Fling has an event for every age group, and day one is certainly a day for the whole family to enjoy. Phil, Chairman of the Ben Mickick Foundation, what's happening out here today?
Well, we're running a program for young kids, under 12-year-olds, to teach them some mountain biking skills. One of the strategies that the Ben Mickick Foundation is putting in place is to actually get kids off the roads. So mountain biking is a great way of doing it, and it's a lot of fun for the kids. They've actually got to learn quite a lot of skills in mountain biking, and we've got some very experienced mountain bikers out here, senior mountain bikers, teaching all these kids.
Now, this all came about from a terrible loss.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was my grandson was killed in September 2007, and out of it we decided we had to do something positive, so we created the Ben Mickick Foundation, and our overall strategy is to make cycling safer for young kids. We're also running a safety program which is directed at parents and kids, and it's designed to teach parents and youngsters about being safe on bikes. And we actually advocate youngsters not riding on the roads until they're about 16, unless they're riding with senior riders, because youngsters just are not aware of the dangers there.
Most of the time when people think of unicycles, they think of clowns and circus tents and all that. Well, nothing's really changed. Jamie is actually going to be doing a lot of tricks. Now, just tell us a little bit about what's happening where we're standing.
I'll be doing a show that's about 30 minutes long, and I juggle a unicycle, and my grand finale, of course, is a 12-foot unicycle, so I'll be riding that here in a little bit.
So, okay, now, aside from all the clown jokes that we're probably thinking, I think I heard a rumour about you riding the Fling on a unicycle. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do the 100-kilometer race, and there's actually one other guy that's going to do it with me on a unicycle, so it should be interesting. We actually have a 29-inch Muni, they're called, mountain unicycle, and has a brake, a big, thick, knobby tire. Yeah.
Where does the brake go? Do I ask that?
We actually have a handlebars.
This would have to be some sort of world title, like world record, world title. Yeah, and I think you are a world title holder, aren't you?
I am a world champion at unicycling, so...
A lot of people prepare immensely for some sort of, race or some sort of downhill track or a really long enduring ride. Colin, you've done something quite obscure. You've overtrained, I do believe. You have put yourself through the paces and ridden from Perth to Sydney on a push bike.
Correct.
What went through your head in thinking this?
Well, about a year ago, a couple of us were raising money for a family in Sydney. One of the children in the family had a large accident, and so we raised some money for them. Just a little 24/7 ride in Sydney, and it was really successful. And we learned a lot about ourselves during that time, putting ourselves through something pretty hard. And we thought, let's just make it bigger. So we thought, what big thing can we do? So we decided that what we'd like to do is ride from Perth to Sydney to raise some awareness for some kids that needed some help. So that's what we did.
You definitely did that. How long did it take to do that?
Well, it took us a week. We were riding in a relay, so 2 teams of 4, both teams completing the entire distance together.
Little bit of an issue with road trains on the road.
Yeah, look, just completely undercooked the whole road train experience. And, the first night we got out there and it didn't take long before we started tuning into the CB radios and started listening to the commentary from the truckies just talking to each other about what was going on, and which meant that we just had to sort of cram the riding into the daytime, which meant that we had to ride harder and longer and more intensely during the day, and we had to fine-tune the plan along the way.
Colin, how are you getting home?
I'm flying.
Every year at Bundanoon, they have the Bundanoon Dash, 6 kilometres of mad dash fun to the finish line. And also mixed into that is the battle of the businesses. Let's go have a chat to some of the competitors. David, shameless plug.
Yes. Oh, Yalambee B&B.
Right, now who's your main competitor in this race?
For a fine breakfast. Well, anyone else in the accommodation business.
How do you think you'll take them out?
Well, I'm going to feed them croissants, and hopefully they'll be so full that they won't be able to keep up with me.
What are your chances in taking out the basket prize today?
Well, you've got a basket case that's riding. Chances are I'll be coming near the back of the field.
Okay, Lucy is going to deliver our mail extremely quickly, I hope. I want to know who your competition is, really.
Exeter.
Every bike should come with one of these. Who is your competition in the race today?
No competition in the race today. I'm expecting to lead it out from down the bottom and fade badly when it comes to coming up the hill.
I reckon you're going to get a few competitors stuck with you as well halfway up the hill.
Well, I hope so, because I don't want to be carrying a full keg.
I find it very hard that you'd have much competition.
I've got plenty of competition here, don't worry about that.
And what would that competition be?
Basically the hill, I think, is the big competition here this afternoon.
Do you have a helping hand?
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it'd be nice to just get the float up the hill, but it hasn't happened so far in my training runs. So.
Shameless plug, here it is.
Oh, well, Jesus is the bread of life.
You heard it. How do you think you're going to go in this?
I'm going to give it a good shot. That's what I'm...
You're going to give it a good chop?
Yeah, chop, that's right.